So you all thought the Marvel Cinematic Universe was the biggest crossover in history, didn't you? Well, not anymore! Thanks to the absolute legend, honestly, he really is himself, Scott CAWTHON. He has announced the FAZBEAR FANVERSE initiative. This is not a joke. I can't believe it either. This is completely real. Guys, honestly, the impossible is actual reality right now. This is something we've all only dreamt of, seriously. It's absolutely insane. So, yeah, I'm gonna shut the heck up and get into the details here and read what Scott has said himself. Hey guys, I wanted to tell you all about a little project that I've been working on for a while now. It's a giant collaboration involving several fan game creators who have made some of the most popular fan games over the years here in the community. It's a project that's designed to invest into those franchises, give back to those developers, and hopefully bring new entries to those franchises as well. This is crazy! Oh my, who would do this? Only Scott. He's such a legend. It's crazy, man. What developer would do this? What company? There's companies out there who just straight up reject fan games, like Nintendo, you know, they kind of are not into it. They'll take down anything you try to do. But Scott here, like, it's crazy. I know some companies like Sega are all for fan games and whatnot, and have actually personally took in, like with Sonic Mania, fan game developers to help create such game. And yeah, look how Sonic Mania came out. It was absolutely amazing. I suppose this is kind of on those lines, but not quite, seeing as, yeah, as we're going to continue on reading here, Scott's not going to be completely involved, but, yeah, let's just keep reading it up and see what else he has to say officially. There have been some great fan-made spin-off universes created in this community, and I want to see them keep going. That's why I put some of my own cash toward development of new games in those game series. However, I'm going to stay out of the development side of things so that these creators can do their thing. They're going to develop these games and interact with the fan base just as they would have normally, and when the games are done, they'll be released on Game Jolt for free, just like normal. The difference now is that they'll also be bundled up with other games from the same series, such as the classic versions or remakes or mini games, and sold on most major consoles and mobile as well. At least that's the plan. Did I mention there may be some toys and other merchandise of these fan games too? What is this? Who does this? It's crazy! It's crazy, man! It's a dream! This is some joke! I don't know, guys. This is mental. So yeah, as Scott said there, he is actually going to be funding these dudes to help them with their development, but he's not going to be involved. He's not going to be telling them what to do, how to make their games or anything. They're going to go about their way, as they have in the past with their passion projects and fan games, whatever, and just do it as they've done before, but they're gonna get a bit of moolah, and it's gonna eventually be made more official with, you know, console releases, mobile releases, and potential merchandise. Candy the Cat Plus, Candy the Cat figure, Pop Goes figurine, yeah, that's all gonna be had, because as we're gonna continue reading here, so what's in the initial lineup? Emil will be bringing you Five Nights at Candy's 4, Nixon will be bringing you the Joy of Creation Ignited Collection, Kane will be bringing you Pop Goes Evergreen, Jodo Chrome will be bringing you One Night at Flumpty's 3. Honestly, that's the best takeaway from this. The other guys are amazing, they're legends, and they're top-notch, like, creators, and they're amazing game devs, you know? But I think we're all hyped for One Night at Flumpty's 3, because, you know, that was something that was teased years ago with the 1 week at Flumpty's thing, and then Jody Chrome, obviously, we know what happened, kind of cancelled it. Everyone loves One Night at Flumpty's, you know? It's one of the best, I mean, of course, Candy's is one of the best, Pop Goes is good, and Joy of Creation is fantastic, but One Night at Flumpty's, it's one of my personal favourites, so a little bit of a bias there, so I am so hyped for One Night at Flumpty's 3. That's crazy how he's coming back, because Jonah Chrome has said on multiple occasions, you know, he's not going to be making another FNAF fan game. I believe he was doing his own project. Not quite sure where that's going or what he's actually doing with that currently. But yeah, thanks to Scotty here, he's kind of revived it, and we're finally going to get the third game in the One Night at Flumpty's Now Will Be trilogy. So that's going to be fantastic. And finally, Fizzum will be bringing you a remake, reimagining of the original FNAF. Okay, that's hype too. That's really hype because I think this is the guy who did that FNAF 2 thing, but it got cancelled. And he was saying he was in the talks with Scott. I'm guessing they had a big old talk, and maybe this is what happened. Like, their talk back and forth ended up with this idea here. I don't know, maybe because that FNAF 2 game, we actually played it, was incredible. It wasn't like one-to-one FNAF 2, but it was very similar. There's the mass mechanics, and it had the FNAF 2 animatronics, but what was going on there graphically, animation-wise, gameplay-wise, it was amazing. So, having a remake of the original FNAF, with the amazingness of what the heck was going on with that FNAF 2 fan game, it's gonna be incredible. FNAF 1 is gonna be nothing like it was before. It's gonna be absolutely amazing for sure. So yeah, this is really hype. This is probably up there with the One Night at Flumpty's 3 thing. Maybe a little hyper, just because of the possibilities of what FNAF 1 could now be like, you know? Yeah, because although going back to FNAF 1 is still a good game, oh yeah, it can be improved. It can definitely be improved. Yeah, I am absolutely hyped for that, so that's crazy. So, my takeaway so far, One Night at Flumpty's 3 and this FNAF 1 remake. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got more to read though, guys. Since some of the older fan games may have used copyrighted assets or assets created by other people, etc., some are getting remade in part or remade entirely. Some are being remade completely from scratch with new character designs, new sound design, and new artwork. It's a big project on the part of all these creators, so please show these developers some support. I want to see these games on consoles, and then maybe, if it goes well, add more fan games to this project in the future. So yeah, I'd really like to see this turn into something cool. What do you think? I think that we think this is absolutely crazy. Potential merchandise of these fan game characters, potential console releases, mobile releases. It's a dream that, again, I thought would absolutely never happen. This is absolutely crazy. Just imagine buying all these fan games bundled on the Nintendo Switch like version. That'd be crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, we actually do have their game pages up for most of these, so let's go into them here. The first one, Five Nights at Candy's 4. I don't know if there's a whole lot new to be had here. I don't know if he's mentioned the fan game initiative here. So yeah, here's the page. I'll leave all the links in the description down below, guys. Five Nights at Candy's 4 has been teased for some time, and especially with the Five Nights at Candy's remastered, I believe there's a bit more teasing to be had there, and we saw our first look at the Funtime Candy character. It doesn't seem like he hasn't said anything. 8 days ago he said something about an update with characters here. I'm not going to personally go into that. Again, guys, I'll leave all the links in the description down below to each of these games pages if you personally want to go into them a little bit more. We do have Pop Goes Evergreen. I think this was recently put up here, so congrats to Kane and his team on that. If he does have a team, I'm not completely sure. He's actually mentioned it, collaborating with Scott CAWTHON, the FAZBEAR FANVERSE initiative. Hi everyone, I'm extremely happy to announce that the new Pop Goes series is part of the FAZBEAR FANVERSE initiative, an official collaboration between Scott CAWTHON and a small selection of fan game developers to create and release old and new games, have them ported to major consoles, and potentially have merchandise created and sold for them in the future. That's crazy. So he talks about Scott's announcement here, which we already went over. So yes, this means that eventually you'll be able to buy and play games like Five Nights at Candy's 4, Pop Goes Evergreen, and One Night at Flumpty's 3. That's still mind-blowing, man. Yes, that's actually happening on your home consoles and possibly mobile phones, and maybe even own a Pop Goes Weasel figure. That's crazy in the future. How amazing is that? Be sure to check out Scott's post for full details. The Evergreen team has kept has kept the secret for a while now, at least half a year. Dang. And unfortunately we can't give any more details at the moment, but we're super proud and very excited to do more for this. Okay, to celebrate, we'll be releasing a new teaser image of Pop Goes Evergreen soon. Okay, all right, I don't think they actually have that teaser as of this video, so yeah, you guys again can check that out. All links in the description down below. By the time this video's up, maybe they'll have their teaser, not completely sure. Yeah, but we have One Night at Flumpty's. I don't think we specifically have a page for it yet. One Night at Flumpty's 3 is mentioned on the initial One Night at Flumpty's a Game Jolt page. And something interesting to note, guys, if you want me to play this as well, let me know. The official version of One Night at Flumpty's 1 has been updated and has added a new hard-boiled mode, along with all copyrighted characters taken away. And I think most of them have been replaced with like the Riddle School characters, because of course, if these are going to be eventually officially released on consoles, you can't have copyrighted characters, copyrighted content, anything like that. So Jonochrome has already gone back, I believe with both games actually, got rid of like the Winnie the Poohs and the Dr. Marios and the Luigis and the Diddy Kongs, all whatever Easter eggs he had before, and yeah, replaced them with Riddle School characters and just other random stuff. So yeah, again, if you want me to play the original One Night at Flumpty's and try the new hardboard mode, because that was never a thing before, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to give that a try. And yeah, like I said, One Night at Flumpty's is one of my personal favorite FNAF fan games, so it'd be great to revisit that with a whole new hardboard mode difficulty. But yeah, he does have a post about One Night at Flumpty's 3. He's only linking us to the initial Scott CAWTHON's FAZBEAR Initiative post, which we've again already read, but he does have a teaser image here. Flumpty looking all like bloodied up. I don't know what happened to him between what happened with the second game and now to the third game. Not completely sure why he's looking like this, like all decayed and whatnot. Maybe because of the years. It's been so long since we visited him. It's been so long since we played with this dude, you know? He's always liked company, but it's been some time. Maybe that'll be a part of the story. Like 5 years later, Flumpty has got slightly rotten and he is now a bad egg. He was already a bad egg, but there'll probably be more puns to do with him going rotten and decaying. I'm not completely sure. That's normally Jonochrome. He loves his puns. He loves his jokes. So yeah, did you miss me? And we can actually brighten up the image. There is some secret text to be had here. So yeah, already did that here actually. So let's look at the brightened image and read up what the heck this new found text is being had here. Yeah, I actually got to put my glasses on because it's actually rather small. Instead of hiding something creepy here, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I worked on a silly little game series that gained a surprising amount of traction, and I prematurely announced a sequel that was far too ambitious for its own good. Although I was proud of some of my plans, most of them felt forced. I wrestled with this game for a while, but in the end, it was cancelled. 5 years later, with some indirect inspiration from Scott CAWTHON, I finally determined the source of my problem. I was stretching my ideas too thin over too long of a project. I should have downsized it, kept the parts I liked, and built the rest around those parts. Then I thought, I can still do that. And finally found the motivation to rework my plans and give this silly series a proper ending. So at long last, I made Riddles Transfer 2. I bet you thought I was talking about a third Flumpty game. Huh? Well, you're right. History has a funny way of repeating itself. One Night at Flumpty's 3 would be like the first two games, short and sweet. It's still going to be a long time before it's ready though, so don't get too excited. Just wanted to say for the record that it really is no yoke this time. Jonochrome. Alright, so yeah. There we go, guys. It's all 100% official. If you still thought this was a joke, or a yoke in Jonochrome's case, this is crazily real. It's strange. I think 2020 finally got a bit better. I mean, we had Security Breach to look forward to, and of course other games like non-FNAF stuff, but when it comes to FNAF, it was going to be a good year anyway because Security Breach, but it's going to be even better because of all these fan game collaborations that's being had here. Not sure if they will come out this year though, but it's cool to know about this project. If it doesn't come out this year, it's still cool to know of this project because yeah, we haven't really had an initial like estimated release with this collaboration and what's being had here. And according to Jonochrome, yeah, he's not really far too into it, but like Pop Goes Kane said, he knew about this for like half a year. So maybe Jonochrome did too. So that means, yeah, maybe he's already been working on this for half a year. So I don't know, it's hard to say. I'm not completely sure where everyone is. I'm not sure if they all started at the starting line at the same time, or if someone had a head start, and then, for example, Kane had the head start, and then Jonah Cream here, like, you know, was like last to start or something. I don't know how it's completely worked, or again, if they all just started at the same time. I really don't know. We'll probably find out more in the near future, of course, about what's actually going on with releases and, you know, estimated like release dates and what's being had here. I don't know. But for now, this is super exciting stuff, of course. This is amazing. Yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. What are you most excited for? Again, I've already kind of expressed myself, but One Out of Front these 3 for me, and that FNAF 1 remake thing, that's it for me. That's it for me. Of course, you know, I'm excited for Fun Nights at Candy's 4 and Pop Goes, you know, I'm all for those developers as well, not saying I ain't, but just personally, One Out of Front these 3 and that FNAF 1 remake, that's gonna be something else. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm gonna go and pinch myself 100 more times, because, yeah, there's a part of me that thinks this is still not real.